Good morning, stream world. Howdy, howdy. We got a beautiful reunion with one of my goats. We got Dom in the building. She's been grinding in the shadows, tweeting me from burner accounts. Yeah, we're gonna have ourselves a nice, fun shadow training. So Dom, catch me up to speed. Let me know how you feeling. How's your progress? What you want to work on today? You know, all that jazz.
Yeah, I've been feeling quite good about my progress lately. Finding out new things about how to enjoy the process and trying to take your mind off of like MR, because it's not really worth investing your energy into something that's gonna just come and go. So I'm trying to focus more on like concrete things that are within my control, which was like the topic of your last sparring session. So it's been very fruitful.
Nice. See, so that's cool because you've been benefiting off of just watching it. That's why I've been telling people, like, don't feel compelled like you have to you know, it has to be right away that you can do. You can just chill and lurk, and you know, and you could just absorb like a sponge as long as you're open-minded.
So yeah, the knowledge is always out there. You just have to be willing to accept it.
Yes, I agree. So how are you feeling about season 2?
Not gonna lie, I had a kind of a rough start at season 2 because the changes, but at the same time, I'm definitely adjusting now. I'm finding my stride again and going from strength to strength.
Nice. Okay. All right, so I know over the course of us working together, I've been seeing beautiful implementation of departures. You've been getting way faster at throwing it on the screen as soon as you see like hesitation. I see your anti-airs are better. I know the last thing we talked about was like conversions, like when you get those like conversions, meter dump it, especially for the kill. What else? Incorporating more drive rushes, because JP's, he's kind of got a little, he's not like a Ferrari, but he's kind of like a Hellcat. You know, he's not like DJ, but he can kind of scare you, like jump scare you a little bit when he does it. You're like, what the fuck? So it's all right, let's get it started. Nice. 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 Ooh, damn, I didn't know that punished. Nice.
What am I using that button for?
Nice, beautiful. Very composed. Okay, Dom, I see the vision. Nice. Nice. Oh, nice. Great defense.
Well,
Nice. So for your parry in that situation, you're just reacting a little too fast. Just slow down the input and you'll get the perfect parry.
I keep panicking on that one. So just calm down. Don't have to rush it. Oh.
Ooh, beautiful.
I was really playing like pretty much control.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, I don't know, it's burn out though. It's not good.
Ooh, the awareness. Nice, beautiful.
I'm kind of like so. Faster buff for them usually. Don't worry though, I've got my mute back. Gonna muck around. So. No, that was pretty dumb. I should be aware of that.
Oh wow, from that far, damn. I didn't think that was gonna hit.
I'm pretty much using a lot of drive now, so I've gotta chill a bit. What could have killed?
Yeah, okay. Focus up.
Oh.
Oh, nice conversion.
Yeah, I did the wrong one though. You know, I'm kind of in panic mode. I guess for
It's
survival.
okay. Just choose how you want to lose. See? That's it. That's all you gotta do. That voice, that initial voice in your head that was like, you just gotta, you gotta like just hone it in, right? So a couple things. That was great. Your sense of control was awesome. So I think now to help you make the next leap, what you have to do is categorize the player in front of you, because this game is all about decision making, right? So you want to, when you're playing, you know, this player, you want to increase the probability of you being correct on whatever it is that you do, right? Whatever decision you make. So the way I like to do it is I like to box people into, you know, the Hugos and the Barts, right? Which is, you know, the person that's really comfortable, how do they play? And when they're uncomfortable, how do they play? Because what's happening with you, which is what's happening with a lot of us when we play this game, is when you're playing the person as if there's two people, right?
Yeah,
that's how you have to play. But what we do is we play the person like it's the same person, but we kind of failed to not fail, but like, you know, we look over the fact that there's really two people on the screen, and depending on what's happening, one person takes the control of the wheel over the other. So when things are, you know, sunshines and rainbows, this one comfortable person exists, and then when things are looking grim, the chances of like the survival fight or flight instincts start to come into play. You know what I'm saying? So when you played that Ryu, what that Ryu player was doing was, you know, he would jump, he would sweep, right? So sometimes it changes when somebody's not comfortable. It might change, but the intensity is still the same. If we were to rewatch it, like, you would see that he would replace jump with EX Fireball with sweep. You know? So when you play this next set, what I really want you to focus on, right, is call it out loud. They're comfortable. What are they doing? So how do you know somebody's comfortable? Start of the match, right? Unless this person has insane like ranked anxiety or tournament anxiety, right? People are comfortable. So that's when they're comfortable. So what you see there is what they're going to do. When do they become uncomfortable? When is their discomfort? It's when they're wrong, when things usually like mistakes start to pile up, when they're low on drive gauge, when they're low on health, when they're near the corner, right? When you have access to maybe like a certain, or when they're in burnout, also is another one. Another one is maybe round 3 of a match, right? Because that's like, oh, if I lose this round, I lose the match, right? You can lose a round and still be comfortable when it's round 1, or if you're up a round and it's round 2. But when you're down a round and you lose a round, or you're in that round 3 scenario, that's when it can get, you know, a little shaky, right? So just be really mindful of it. TLDR, just focus, call it out as you're playing to help you, like, you know, guide your focus. When you see the start of the round, how do they play? What is their movement like? What are their decisions? Don't worry about punishing everything right away. You know, just call it out. And then when you do punish it, call out what they're doing, you know, because it's gonna help guide your focus. Because right now you're very you're not overwhelmed by information, but you're doing so much, right? You're learning, you're actively applying new things, you're learning your opponent, you're trying to play, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, blah blah blah, right? So it's like it kind of trims out a lot of the fat, and it helps you learn how to narrow your focus to increase your probability of accuracies and success in your decision making. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely can see that. It would be like streamlining and prioritization of aspects of the game, the most important.
Right, because everything is important, but there's hierarchies.
Watching your opponent is very important too.
What happened?
Like, watching your opponent is very important, because in that game with the Ryu, I was focusing mostly on my own plan and applying things that I had learned in the week prior. So I think I should watch what my opponent does in those like moments. You know, the top rope playstyle that you told me about on Sunday. Like that kind of thing will help me trying to focus on what is actually happening in front of me and trying to adjust from there.
Right, let's fire it up. Oh, and another small thing too is when you do departure, you know how you did teleport and you grab the parry? Just always hold the direction towards the corner. So if you land on the same side, because, you know, sometimes it's like a little ambiguous, that way you always are throwing them towards the corner, even if you land on one side or the other. Good morning, everybody. Nice. Nice.
I could have done a better combo, but we'll do it again.
Fuck it, let's run it back. Ooh, cooked.
I could have.
Yeah, that's close. That's
Something.
close. Next situation. Let's go. Oh, nice. Good interrupt. Yes, worth it. I agree. Why is it worth it, Dom?
I was low on drive,
Yes.
and also I get the health lead.
Yep.
But there's a
Nice.
drop. What's plus? He's ready for the punish combo.
So if you know that he's gonna take to the air and do air fireball, just air to air him.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that was so cool. It absorbed the fireball. Nice.
Oh, catch shot. Level 2?
I
nice.
think you could have, right, with the EX into level 2, right?
I think so. I have to lab it up.
Yeah, it's a new change, so.
I'm just whiffing. I'm doing like chains. Can parry those.
Yeah, that interaction is just unfamiliarity. Could have killed. Nice. So when Akuma does the stand roundhouse, if the first hit whiffs, just stay crouching. You get a guaranteed punish. It will never hit you. So then you can do crouch strong into whatever you want. Crouch fierce or... See, like that.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't ready for the hit though. Oh, back dash. I tried to punish that, but it was pretty late.
Yeah, so you don't want to wait until he stops moving. You literally just mash it. Because remember, the second hit's gonna whiff. Because the first hit whiffed. So it'll never hit you.
I keep trying to attack, but it's not real.
It's okay. So I'm gonna give you an exercise for that, right? So we're gonna go to training mode. Yep. And I want you to do 2 recordings. One with fireball.
Which strength? The light one or heavy?
You can do heavy.
Does it need 2 slots or just one? I guess for the one.
That's fine. And then the next one, it's going to be teleport command grab. You gotta do a little faster because it has a pretty large her box.
I'll go to.
Yeah, so like almost right there, like a little bit faster, a little slower, right there, perfect. Okay, so basically, yeah, just practice reacting. So you have way more time than you think to check it. It's like 30 frames, so you can just jab them out of it, or you can do that too.
Oh, okay.
Ah. You see, you're starting to distinguish the keyframes now. Nice.
Well, I kind of do that pretty late, actually.
Yeah.
I can get better punish with it.
Nice. Nice. So when you see, so one of the easiest ways to tell, right, is if you see red, right? If you see red, it is most likely going to be the teleport. If he does EX Fireball, it can kind of throw you off, because it kind of has like little remnants of like red in it. But what also helps me is you see his hands go on his side, both of his hands, where he does that stance. That's also what helps me distinguish it. If I see his hands in front of him, I think a fireball. When I see his hands on his side, then I'm like, that's teleport. So you're already doing a lot better. It's the power of training, guys.
I've been confirmed out.
So sometimes too, use different buttons too, so that way you can you could gain overall confidence of just using your tool set against it. Right, see? Because sometimes you're gonna be looking for something else, like maybe a dry rush, but then they do that and you already had a button in your head, right, that you usually check with, and then you're like, oh wait, they just did this instead. So that little element of surprise, it won't hinder you because you've practiced it. Nice. You can even hard read it with a stand fierce, I'm assuming, right? Oh, look at that. See, look at that. Damn.
Try it out.
Nice.
What's really late though?
And so now you got this, right? So let's try the so the air fireball was the other thing. So air fireball, you have a couple of ways to deal with it, right? So if he does it on like wake up, it's different because you're knocked down. There was one time I told you, oh, you could air throw it or just try to air it, and you did, but you were doing it off of a knockdown. So you have to remember, you have to compensate mentally for frames in that sense, where he's gonna move faster than you, so he's more likely to get it out before you can even get to the air, right? So you jumped, you got hit, obviously. So in that type of a situation, if somebody does like an air throw on your wake up, you kind of have to hold it. You go perfect parry it and then punish, okay? But in neutral is when you can thwart it. So what you could do is you could jump medium punch it on reaction, right? So the key is, don't react to him in the air, react to him leaving from the ground. That way you can react faster. See, like that. That's the key to airing faster, or anti-airing anybody faster, is you want to react to the pre-jump frames. That way you have a much larger window to visually confirm what's happening. That's basically why people don't punish things when they are more than skilled enough to do so. It's because they're just not mentally prepared for it. And this is one of the ways of strengthening anti-airs, air-to-airs in general, is you just react to what they look like on the ground, essentially. Right. So the other thing you could do is you could DI it. You could let him do the fireball, and then you can DI the landing recovery.
So I can just DI on the...
Yeah. So just stay back a little bit. So you gotta do it faster than that. So like right when you see it, yeah, see like that. Yeah, so if you're not seeing the punish counter, you're doing it a little too slow. There you go, that was perfect. So don't move up, just stay back. Because remember, you have armor all the way through. Yeah, so that's more stable. There you go.
So I know.
You can even actually walk back on purpose just to make sure, like that, right? So just walk back and do it like that. How does forward heavy kick fare against it?
Pretty good, I think.
Oh yeah. So that's probably your go-to, to be honest. Oh, nice. Dom, how comfortable are you with Tiger Knee motions?
Well, is it like a... You have to tell me what the input is.
So basically, it would just be quarter circle forward, like you're doing a fireball on the ground, but do up forward before you press the button. So that way you could get the fastest air fireball. Because I want to see what your options are against the faster air fireball. Because now you have the one at the top of the jump.
It might take me a minute.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Perfecto. Yeah, so that's the one that was hitting you the most, was this variation. So now we gotta lab this. So yeah, so you can jump over it and get a full jumping punish. Like you could just let akuma fall more and then jump. Like, yeah, like a little bit like that. Nice. And DI applies here too. You can do DI, and it's even easier to do the DI technically because he's not gonna fall behind you. But you just do it faster. Oh well, there you go. And then what else? Oh, you know what else you can do? I think you can do EX Ghost.
What can I do?
Oh yeah, damn. Even better shit. Damn! Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty stable option. But it's because like his hurt box is so fat when he does it, and then if you make contact with him, it dissipates. Even if it's active. So that's why you see a lot of people like DP through it, blow through it like anti-airs and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty good. That is awesome. All right, so I think that's it, and then we can go back into ranked.
I'm excited. I need to practice this matchup more. The revenge.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We can just turbo.
Yeah, you don't have to wait. As soon as you see Dalsum jump, because he has Tard up on his teleport, you could just do it. Just commit to it. Nice. Nice. See, perfect. Ooh, what a conversion. Ooh, what a put.
Wasn't ready for the drive reversal. We're just whiffing now. I'd say it's pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to approach the 2-quarter range. He's just staying out of it.
Yeah, remember, you have the life lead, so that you're starting to see, like, the pressure stack up. You could have killed. Yeah. So just commit to jump medium punch. So jump heavy, I wouldn't do jump heavy because it's way slower and it doesn't reach as far. But jump medium punch has crazy reach and I think it's pretty fast in comparison. Plus that's a placebo. Nice conversion. That's a good jump out because now Dawson's closer to the corner. Nice.
Nice.
Yes, if he ever has level 2, you ideally want to pressure with crouching buttons, so that way you can avoid the level 2.
But that's kind of like his thing. To get our pressure, like recover.
Nice. Nice
Yeah,
try.
I'm pretty delayed about it.
Yeah, it's an awkward matchup to practice that recognition skill, because Dawson is pretty comfortable the whole time because you're the one chasing him, right? Which is like not typically what JP is doing. So a couple of things. If Dalsum teleports on the ground, right, like you could tell based off of So go to Dawson real quick. If you teleport on the ground, right, the camera will always be like the same. Basically, it'll either go left or right. But if he goes above you, the camera will kind of shift up a little bit. It's just like an easy way of like telling.
So just the regular teleport.
Right, yeah. So if you see that, right, you just jab no matter what. It's super slow. So I want you to teleport with Dalsum and then do like mash a jab and look how long it takes. You know, like do like record Dalsum doing teleport jab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then look at how long it takes for it to come out.
Is that? Oh, okay.
You see how slow that was?
Oh yeah.
The teleport itself is 39 frames, and then you had a 4-frame jab on top of that. It's like a 43-frame sequence, which is literally, it's the equivalent of somebody jumping at you. 42 frames is around like, it's like somebody jumping around that 39-ish, right? So now here's the thing. If you stand jab, right? So stand jab it. The reason why I say stand jab is because if they float, like if they float, not float teleport, but if they teleport and they're off the ground and they're closer to the ground, the jab will hit them, right? So now what I want you to do is do kind of like a tiger knee, yeah, like that, but do the cross up version. So just hold up forward and do punches. So like you can do it immediately.
Like Sim 101.
Yeah, it's okay. So do the punches. The kick one is the one that keeps you in front. The punch is the one that crosses up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because.
Oh, okay.
And then I want you to do light kick. So do. Yeah, like that. That's fine. That's perfect. So now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, so you see how the camera goes up a little bit? When you see that, that's essentially what you would do, right? I think what you could also do is you could air to air. You might be able to air to air. See? Perfect. So basically, anytime you see Sim is in the air and you see teleport, you could just air throw. They would have to do a big brain, like, not even then, you can't really big brain it because it has recovery. So they could try to like teleport away to bait it, but it still wouldn't be, it wouldn't be fast enough for him to get any sort of crazy punish off of you. So now turn both of the replays on, and then now react to, you know, regular, and then see, you have a lot of time to confirm it. So I want you to air throw that.
Okay.
And then punish the other one regularly. You see, the key is to see him leaving the ground, right? You see how his foot, when he leaves the ground, it's like the camera follows up with him also, so it's a visual cue to help you. Nice. Nice. Nice, you see? So it's not as, so it seems so crazy when he's doing it. You're like, what the fuck is going on? But you practice it and you teach your brain that it's a lot slower than you think.
You have a lot of time for the grounded one.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Hey, again. See, these are the things, Dom, you want to practice. Everybody should be practicing stuff like this, where you have variance in a situation. So you're not just sitting there practicing one thing, because that's not how fights actually work, right? You want to practice like those deviations. You're looking for something, but they introduce something else. But both of those things are punishable. This is how you basically can streamline things, like you were saying earlier, and reduce the mental stack. Because I don't have to really look for this now. So now guess what? Now I can look for other things. I can look for those observational things we talked about. What are you doing strategically? I can focus more on that as opposed to focusing on a specific tactic. So it's like me with anti-airing, right? With DPs, like I don't have to think about DPs. So because of that, it helps alleviate a lot of my mental overload, and I can just focus on more complicated aspects of the match. Nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, let's get into it. Let's see another match, another match, another match. Okay. So you saw he keeps doing walk back jump. Nice. Good block.
I could have punched.
Yeah.
Also walk back something, you know?
Yeah, it's always walk back something. So in those type of moments, you can just test the waters by just walking up and doing jabs, just whiff a jab, just to throw them off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see that. On the amnesia, I thought he was gonna, you know, grab, because that's something people do after the jump.
Makes sense.
No,
Ooh, could have killed. Yeah, so right there, you don't prioritize hitting him. You prioritize the drive gauge. Just because he has the EX Fireball. If he didn't have EX Fireball, I'd be like, okay, prioritize that, but...
Yeah, jump back.
Yeah.
Or walk back jump. Yeah.
But you see, so like you can't fall for the trap of it's okay for me to do the risky move. No, he already showed you he consistently does this, and even if he doesn't do it, he does something else that's risky. So you could just walk up, establish presence, and just wait for him to kill himself. Nice, see? Nice. Nice. Okay. I understand. So when he's walking back, I know why you're getting hit, because he's doing it in situations where there's like, you're coming out of a lot of tension. So you're like, oh, I finally have breathing room. And then you try to establish your game, and then he's jumping on you when you're trying to establish your game. So you have to be a little bit more disciplined and willing to let him play a part in his own demise. You know? Oh my goodness, I didn't know that works. What the fuck? That was crazy. I didn't know that works.
I'm gonna start using feint instead of spike.
Nice, very good. See, okay, now you know what to do. This is his survival state, so you don't have to overthink this.
I meant to do forward heavy kick there.
So when you want to do the forward heavy kick, don't over complicate your movement, because if you do, you're going to increase the chances of your execution being off.
I'm throwing the fireball at the wrong time.
Nice. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. All I care about was the small dub that you had in that moment of seeing that jump.
I had a water break.
Yeah, that's so now. So here's the interesting thing, Dom. Here's two things, two little things to nibble on. Number one, when you've established your game, I want everybody to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. When you've established your game, right? A wise friend told me that one fireball equals 50. You don't have to throw 50 fireballs for them to feel 50 fireballs. You understand what I'm saying? You've already established it in their brain from the 50 you threw before. So now when you throw one, they already see like all of the ghosts of the other fireballs that are about to come that never come. You understand? So when you have established an asserted a certain approach, and you've done it masterfully, and it's like, you're punishing people or you're imposing your will, it's kind of like a form of PTSD, where they're just going against that imaginary Mario Kart ghost from your best lap, and you're not even playing the same way. They're just still, it's just a momentum and that pressure from the prior instances that still lives on in the moment. So that's why, like, when people crack, right, they crack because they're not playing in the moment in front of them. They're playing either in the past or the future, which is really a projection of the past. So that projection could be a strong desire towards an outcome, or a fear-based motivation where they're trying to avoid something that hasn't even occurred yet. But they're both the past, if you think about it, right? Because we don't really know what the future looks like. So people are in this constant tug of war if you're not disciplined with your focus, where you're in the moment or you're in the past. Simply, that's basically what's happening, right? So when you've done enough, you don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to keep wiggling and shimmying. You don't have to do anything. That's why if you watch me, I literally let go of my stick. And then you know what I'm saying, and it looks like oh, his controller died. No, I'm letting the person kill themselves. I don't have to commit to anything. I'm confident in my ability to influence the opponent because I've masterfully applied these things, these tactics, right? So you're getting to that point where you can now win with less effort, but because you're in a studious mindset, your momentum, it's like if you keep running, if you're running, right, you're fastest, you're just running, and then all of a sudden you try to stop on a dime, you're not gonna stop right away, right? You're kind of like, you have to slow down. So that's what's happening with you, is like you're learning, and now it's like you have to slow down, right? But you have so much inertia that it's like DJ's drive rush. He presses a button, but he's still sliding across the screen. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening to you, is like you're learning so much, you're trying to apply so much, but when it's time to simplify, you're like, how do I simplify this? And then you do something simple, but you overcomplicate that simple thing, you know? So that was the first thing. So remember that, like, one fireball equals, you know, whatever, and then just understanding the other thing is when you are not comfortable, right? You're in that survival state, right? So you have to slow down your thinking so that you don't overcomplicate the moment in front of you, and that way it's not as scary, right? It's like if you're on a date, right, and you're like, oh my goodness, I hope this person likes me, and then you're thinking all these weird things, and it can throw off your focus, and then you're not really present with the person, right? And then now you're not yourself, you're not true to who you are, because of some sort of irrational belief system, right? Nervousness or whatever. So that's basically what can happen here, where you are you know, oh man, I'm low on drive gauge. Okay, yeah, you're low on drive gauge, but look at where you are. Look who you're playing, right? Look at the character across from you. If anything, you being low on drive gauge, you always want to see the beauty of things, the pros, right? The pro for a JP is, if you're in a zoning position and you're low on drive gauge, the benefit is the person is going to be that much more bloodthirsty to get in on you, which means what we just talked about with 1 versus 50. You don't have to try as hard because you know that person in front of you is about to go super ham.
Fight like hell to get back in.
Right, exactly. So then the drive meter management does enough. You don't even have to do anything beyond that. So when you hear people say, oh, let them hang themselves, I've always hated when people say that shit, because nobody explains anything correctly, right? So I'm like, what the fuck do you mean let them hang themselves? But you know what it means to let somebody hang themselves? And I just had this epiphany recently. What essentially means is you're still proactive and you create the situation, but you allow the opponent to play part in their demise.
Wow.
Make sense?
Yeah,
right.
It does.
So you don't just sit there and just and you backpedal and you try to react to everything. No, you actively create the situation that you want. It doesn't matter what it is, just create one. And then you allow them to play a part in their demise. Because remember this, guys. When a player is in survival mode, when they're in that Hugo mode, right? It means that they're more likely to be unconscious. When you're unconscious, you're less aware. When you're less aware, it's harder to change. So that means if you know somebody has a habit in survival state, why wouldn't you take advantage of that to close out rounds? Why would you want to beat them when they're strong? That doesn't make sense.
You don't mind me, I'm just making notes.
Yeah, that's fine. That's like my little mic drop moment, so everybody in the chat can be like, wow, whoa, poggers. Yeah, so that is like that's the thing. It's not just for you, it's for a lot of the folks that play this game, is like, because that's the psychology of it, right? It's like zooming out, seeing, not missing the forest for the trees. When you're focused so much on being right all the time, you kind of take on too much on your plate, and then you try to control all the situations, right? But if you instead are like willing to allow your opponent to participate in their demise, it simplifies the game, because they're giving you information. When that Ryu player was doing walk back jump, walk back jump, walk back jump, that was good, because he was giving you all the information in the world when he's uncomfortable what he was doing. And Dom, I'm not making it up, you said it yourself, you saw it, how consistently he was resorting to that, right? But you know what's equally important? This is so funny now I say this. You know how I said let them contribute to their demise? You equally have to be aware of how you contribute to your own demise.
Yeah, that's something I've thought about recently too. It's the part you play in your own fears of a situation.
Yeah, so think about what you were doing when he was doing that, right? You were contributing to your own demise because you kept playing him like he was the same, and you kept doing things without much like conviction. You would delay, and if you did do it, you do it without intent. So like your brain, it's like there's like a back and forth thing where it's like you do something, when you do it swiftly, it's without intent, but when you do something with intent, you're hesitating, so it's not swift. See? So you have to bridge the gap between both of Dom's brains. How do I have intent but play swiftly? That is repetition. That's practice. That's falling on your face. That's training mode.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know?
I'm at that process right now where the act of going to training mode and figuring out these things is part of the process I enjoy now. So just doing this today was really useful for me.
Beautiful.
To get that clarity.
Beautiful. I'm proud of you. I could see like the progress. I'm pretty sure everybody sees it, especially the ones that have been watching you since day one. Stalin, right? Froggy's in here. But the progress is real.
Yeah.
You know, and just be patient with yourself. So like the things I'm telling you today is gonna unlock that the instincts of you as a player, because right now you don't really have instincts. You're just kind of like a fish out of water, right? But you're gonna cultivate instincts when you do this, because the game's gonna slow down and you're gonna find more trust within self, right? And that's that trust, when you've cultivated, that's when you can play with conviction and swiftness.
Yeah, it's like what Champ told you was like, once the update hits your hands, it's like everything's, you know, working on all cylinders, and you don't have to. You play more on instinct more than anything when you're practiced enough in a particular aspect.
Yep. Facts. Spin. So, all right, Dom. How'd you feel? What were your 3 favorite things, and then we can conclude.
My first favorite thing was looking at the frustration in the opponent, like where they're comfortable, where they're uncomfortable. The role of, one fireball can represent many in the opponent's mind. And also the importance of having someone in your corner trying to assist you with little hints and encouragement, because too many times we're in the driver's seat and we need someone in the passenger seat to tell us where we're going in order to stay on the course. So I really appreciate your insights.
That's dope. So that's 2 things.
3 things.
That was 3?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 3. The fireball, the comfortable, and also your assistance today.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's always a pleasure. I've been doing this too. I've been doing this this same style of training in my own training, and it's been making I've been making crazy strides. So I totally resonate with that. It's like the impulse that you have in moments when you have somebody that can softly and gently replace that voice with a certain style of support. It makes it a lot less scary. You know what I'm saying? Because that impulse is like discomfort. That's my discomfort. That's screaming at me and saying, do this. But then, when I make the mistake and then the friend is like, hey, you don't have to do that. Remember, stick to the plan. It helps you prioritize the long term, because the short term thinking is what causes you to do that ultimately, right? You're like, oh, I want to win, or I don't want to lose. Yeah. Right. But then when somebody is there to help you and do that, it makes a world of a difference. Which is why I suggest everybody that is in here, you guys should 150 million% be in the Discord, so that you guys can all do this together. Right? Anyways, so thank you, Dom. I appreciate you. Hopefully I'll catch you Sunday. Sunday I should be here.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll be there.
So 100 games. I want to see what you look like after 100 games of practicing this. So.
Yeah, that'll definitely be my focus, to try and implement these things that you've imparted on me today. I thank you for that.
No problemo. All right, proud of you, Dom. Keep it up.
Okay, will do. Thank you again, Zaf. I'll see you around soon.
Catch you. Peace.